Boom shakalaka, this chart is unlike anything I have seen. I am shaking. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including, if you stay tuned till the end, one chart that's unlike anything I have seen and why I am shaking. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, come join us on Twitter with your Crypto Love, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Don't be the last person left out all by yourself who all of your friends have subscribed and you still haven't, and you're like, why am I not included? Just click the subscribe button. So today, fear and greed at 72 sideways for the past few days. But if you remember, we're actually up from last month where we were just barely in greed above neutral. The overall market sideways today, Bitcoin at 67,429, Ethereum at 3519, BNB at 615, Solana 151, XRP 48 cents, Dogecoin 13 cents, Toncoin 711, and Cardano 42 cents. Now, Bitcoin, take a look at this. Yesterday we mentioned it broke below this support that has been there since October of last year. And right now, finding support above, I think this is one of the daily moving averages, the 50, 100, 50, 100, it's the 100. Okay, finding support on the 100, found support on the 50 right there. And we are breaking below the 21 EMA, this blue line right here. Now, historically, anytime Bitcoin's been below the 21 EMA in a bull run, it has been an amazing buy opportunity. And this could just be a fake out. And if you want to know why, you'll definitely want to watch yesterday's video. But it's interesting to note that really Bitcoin, aside from this trend line right here, that could go all the way down to 40,000, otherwise, Bitcoin has been following this trend and has not closed below that trend line yet until just recently. So what are we going to see with that happening? I don't exactly know, but it could certainly be interesting. There's a couple times, the last two times it actually closed below that territory, we had these patterns right here where the price went above. But this is also looking like it could be a wick-off pattern similar to the double top from 2011? My goodness, I'm forgetting what years it is. I must be getting old. If we take a look right here, I don't know why this isn't working for me right now, but these are the options for where Bitcoin could go. Price could, if we're getting wicked off right now, and this is a double top pattern, could go all the way down to $54,000, which is roughly where the 200-day moving average is right now. But if this is a fake out, it could be more likely we could be headed to 83 or maybe $124,000. So whatever's going to happen, I'm pretty excited because one way or another, a lot of people are going to be upset. Now, the main reason for the price dump recently was just a bunch of degen longs getting purged. This combined with rare minor capitulation that we have not seen since the end of 2022. Now, right after it happened the last time, there was a massive pump. Could we have the same thing happening once again? Don't particularly know. It also happened, of course, the minor dump was much more pronounced right here with these bands at the double top that we were just talking about from then. But zooming out, whenever the price goes down, you got to zoom out just a little bit. And remember, we're still very early on into the halving. Only about 50 some days into the halving, and generally takes close to 100 days after the halving before we really start seeing any significant price movement like these last cycles right here. So may just be a game of patience. Now, Q3 historically has been a pretty bummer quarter for Bitcoin. If we take a look at all the quarterly returns for Bitcoin right here, on average, Q1 is great, 56%, Q2 kind of mediocre, 27%, Q3 only 6%, and Q4 a banger at 88%. But if we take a look at the median returns, Q3 is actually negative. So you average those together, the median and the average, and that would be a 2% return. So maybe we're just going to go sideways this whole quarter, may not see anything. While that's happening, we do have in the background the money printers going burr. If you listen hard enough, you might hear them. Since 2022, the end of 2021, money printing stopped and went sideways. Well, guess what? On average, money printing is going up once again. As money printing goes up, money flows into cryptocurrencies and price goes up. As a matter of fact, this indicator right here, the last time this happened, Bitcoin price went from $10,000 to $70,000 when we had the realized cap for new whales. A peak in that, we just recently had that once again. Could this be the new $10,000? Could Bitcoin be going to $490,000? Goodness Do I hope so? Now, not only Bitcoin, but altcoins. The Gaussian channel just turned green on the 2-week total market cap chart right here. The last time that happened, where it turned green, also we had the end of accumulation pattern. Retesting of that was right before massive alt season. So all of these things are pointing towards we are right at the beginning of something big, as long as you're not a bear or somebody who thinks the sky's falling. Now, a couple other charts that are helpful when you zoom out simply aren't bullish enough. This is a Bitcoin HV chart right here. It has been this low only twice before in Bitcoin's history, both times before massive rallies. Also, the TD9 sequential has just had a perfected TD9 setup on the 2-month chart for Bitcoin. Only happened once before a massive rally. And generally, when we take a look at Bollinger Bands, the tighter they get squeezed, the bigger the move afterwards. Well, they have only been squeezed this tight once before in history, 8 years ago, right before a massive bull run. So all of these things are suggesting we're about to have a big move on the horizon for Bitcoin once the manipulation and degen longing stops. So then there's this chart right here, which makes me particularly happy for this cycle because I got into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency sometime in 2017, like right midway up this cycle, right when it was around $2,000-ish. And 2017 was awesome because there was tons of FOMO, tons of frenzy. Everybody was having a good time, blow off top, spectacular. And then, since then, Bitcoin really hasn't done much. And actually, if we compare Bitcoin to the M1 money supply, Bitcoin has never actually topped that since then. So the best that I have ever seen for Bitcoin was way back in 2017, very beginning of 2018. But here we go once again. Bitcoin is breaking above the M1 money supply for the first time since 2017. And historically, each time it does break above that money supply, there is a blow-off top. The time when it didn't was when we hit all the paper trading Bitcoin and we got all wicked off, and that was just boring and terrible. So here's why it has me shaking and pretty excited, because if we consider a blow-off top, Plan B here, taking a look at a power law. We have power time and power law price, or log time and log price for Bitcoin. He's saying that 2024 end of year, $150,000. 2025, $800,000. Oh boy, please let it come. And then the best part is, even though the price is going down after 2025, guess what? The low is then going to be $300,000. Still roughly 5 times what it is right now. So if that doesn't get you pretty excited, I don't know what will. Maybe another wick off, huh? With the right person wicking you off, of course. But that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, like the video, come join us on Twitter to Crypto Love. Subscribe to the channel, and YouTube thinks you should check out that video right there. So take a look at it. What else are you going to do? All right, have a good one. I love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.